ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game, as we'll see a team from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Oregon's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure?
Opening drive challenge for this offense in this championship game. They face third down here. Back to pass. It's Moore. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Ducks look to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's low. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
To throw, it's Moore. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Oregon! They draw first blood in this national title game. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the Oregon 7, South Alabama 0.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Jaguars offense out there for their first possession. They'll be challenged today by one of the elite linebacker groups in the sport, Kirk. Impact players who fly around and are capable of just taking over football games.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's the versatility of what these guys do that really makes them so unique. I mean, they can play off ball and defend the run, and when you get into passing situations, oftentimes you'll see these guys blitz or get up near the line of scrimmage and pressure the quarterback. When you have that kind of ability, it's rare, let alone to have two of them. So that's why this defense is one of the best.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got a man down the middle. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab. It's Bullock. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that 1st down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
South Alabama, 3.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Pass caught, second down now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fighting off the defender. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The Jaguars bring their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter? We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Working clock with the ground game. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? Trying to convert with a sneak. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down and inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down and inches.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. This is one of those moments. The national championship on the line. They need a touchdown right here in this possession. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bullock. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Can the quarterback come through under pressure? Down a score late here in the 4th. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
4th down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. 4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. He's got it with room to run. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. And that's out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Grab behind the line. It's Bullock.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, what an amazing job here by the quarterback of being able to put that ball into the end zone for the touchdown, and they're now down by 1 point. Now the big decision is for a head coach. Do you kick the extra point here to tie it up with under 2 minutes to go? Or do you roll the dice and go for two to try to take the lead?
And now the decision is to go for two and win it right here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll be stopped short. An enormous play by the defense. A game-saving moment here as they preserve the lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.